Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Shawn Mason here. And this is my 2021 Grammy reaction video. Okay, the Grammy nominations they were announced earlier yesterday, and this is my reaction video to the artists and projects that were nominated. Now, bear in mind, I have not listened to everything that's on there. I'm not even familiar with a lot of the stuff that's on there, but a lot of it I have. So this is mostly me reacting to the stuff that I see on there that I like already, and that I hope will win. The first thing I gotta point out here, my biggest reaction uh, to the nominations was the fact that the Weeknd was completely left out. The Weeknd, his whole After Hours album and all the singles on it were completely uh, no nominations at all, which I thought was crazy because I just made that video the other night talking about how great of an album it was, and I was shocked and a little upset at first, but the more I think about it, the better I think it is, because I thought about it, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, the Kanye album that I compared After Hours to in terms of its uh, influence that I foresee. It also didn't get any nominations back in 2010. And honestly, After Hours is way too cool for the Grammys. And The Weeknd's already had such a good year, performing at the VMAs and the AMAs. And shit, what else did he do? He's got the Super Bowl coming up, which is like within a week of the Grammys. So it's just like, that's like way too much Weeknd for the people. The masses aren't ready for that. And you know, it'll give some room for the other artists to breathe a little bit too, I think. So I think it was the right thing to do to leave him off of this event. Grammys aren't that important anyways. The Grammys thinks it's way more important than it really is. So yeah. All right, let's dive into my favorite award, which is the Album of the Year. I listened to probably a good 30, 40, maybe like 50 albums even this year that came out in like the last year and a half or so. I listened to a lot of music this year, more music than I've listened to in a long time. And let's see, I didn't recognize everything up there, but the two that stood out to me the most was the Taylor Swift album, Folklore. I think that has a really good chance of winning, and I think it would be cool if it won, because it would make Taylor the only female artist to ever win that award 3 times. Taylor's also, she got, what else did she get? Cardigan got nominated for pop vocal thing, I think. Cardigan got nominated for something. That's a good song. I hope it wins. I would also be really excited if Everyday Life by Coldplay won. That was a really good album that I didn't expect to like because I'm not a big Coldplay fan. But it had like this gospel pop vibe to it. And it had this revival vibe to it. And that was a really good album. But I really think Folklore is going to take it away. I really do. Okay, moving on here. Oh, I'm going to talk about. I was really surprised that Tame Impala didn't get an Album of the Year nomination for the Slow Rush. I actually told a couple friends earlier this year that it was going to get a nomination. It felt like it was getting all the right cues. It was better produced than any of his prior albums. And he had that interview with Zane Lowe, and I think if COVID hadn't happened, I think it would have got nominated. But again, I think the world just the groovy vibes of the Slow Rush just don't capture 2020 anymore. It's just really too bad that album got ruined like that. It did get a nomination for Best Alternative Album though. That'd be cool if it wins that. And Fetch the Bolt Cutters by what's her name? Fiona Apple. Got the best reviewed album of the year according to all internet sources. Didn't get nominated for album of the year though. And it got a nomination for, I think, alternative album. I think it did. And but yeah, I was a little surprised not to see that up there. I don't know. I'm not a big Fiona Apple fan myself. I liked the album, but like I didn't go back to it really. It got a perfect 10 from Pitchfork, which is the first album to do that since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. So I don't know. I thought it might get that big nod up there, but it didn't. All right, moving on here. Billie Eilish. She got I think four nominations. The song "Everything I Wanted" got nominated for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Pop Solo of the Year. And she'll probably win one of those, definitely. And she'll probably win for No Time to Die as well, which is was the song for the James Bond film that got canceled. I really love that song. It's going to be in my top 100 songs of this year, definitely, on Spotify, for sure. I listen to it a lot. I forget which category that. It was some movie related score category. I don't know. But yeah, Billie had a big year last year, and I see her probably taking home 2 awards this year, at least. Moving on, I'm going to talk about the hip-hop genre, which has always been the genre I've gone to first, usually, especially when I was in high school, because it was just it's always been the genre that I lived and breathed the most, and that I thought was the most relevant. But I'm a little out of touch with everything that's happening, and especially in secular hip-hop right now. I've said in previous videos that I've been really into the Christian hip-hop scene, which I think is really alive right now, and it's growing in ways that the rest of the world is like not even hip to. But I think they're going to be hearing more from it soon. But anyways, yeah. What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow, that got nominated. I'd love to see that win. DaBaby got a few nominations. I haven't really listened to him too much. I don't know much about him except like a couple features here and here I've heard him on. I'm probably gonna go check out his album. As far as rap albums go, I would see if Nas won for King's Disease, that would be cool. Far from his best album, but like I don't know. I just feel like Nas has deserved the rap album of the year award for a long time, and he's never gotten it. So it was a decent album. You know, it'd be cool if he won. Jay Electronica got nominated for A Written Testimony, which has taken like 10 years for it to come out. I don't know if any of you guys are into hip hop, you know Jay Electronica has been talked about for a long time, and how his career just kind of fizzled into nothing. But that Freddie Gibbs project too. I forget what it's called. I slept on it. I really like Freddie Gibbs a lot, and he's a great artist, but I don't follow him as closely as I would like to. But it would be really cool if he won too. Yeah, weird genre. I don't know. I feel like they left a lot out on here. Let's see. Joyner Lucas from Massachusetts. He released 2 albums this year. None of them got nominated. Rick Ross had Port of Miami 2. Big Shawn had a new album. Lil Wayne had like 2 albums. The late Pop Smoke even had 2 albums. None of them got nominated. Although he get the song Dior did get nominated. Moneybagg Yo, he's been having a hot year. You know, his track Said Someone just has been reaching some serious heights this year. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's such a big genre, and it's such a culture dominating genre. I think it's really hard for this award to really capture it all. This category to capture everything that's going on in it. But you know, they did their best, I guess. And the music video for "Life Is Good" by Drake and Future, that got nominated, and because there's a category for like music videos and of all genres. They just throw every music video from every genre into this one category. There's like 5 or 6 choices, and I think "Life Is Good" was the only hip hop song on there, and I don't know. That'd be cool if it won, I guess. That's an alright song. I like that song. Let's see here. Moving on. Going back to Christian hip hop, I was talking about. I went to the Christian gospel section, and there is no Christian rap album category down there, which makes it really tough for that whole spectrum to breathe, I think, that whole genre. Lecrae, who is kind of the leader of the Christian rap movement right now, his album didn't even get nominated. It was called Restoration. It was pretty well produced. It was a pretty decent album. I think one song on it got nominated, Sunday Morning with Kirk Franklin, which is not even like one of the hottest songs on there. Um, it got nominated for a contemporary Christian song. Excuse me, contemporary Christian song. There were a couple noteworthy nominations in the contemporary Christian music album. I don't listen to a ton of Christian music, but right at the beginning of this year, Citizen of Heaven by Torrin Wells got nominated, which honestly, it's like a little bit of Justin Timberlake and a little bit of Bruno Mars mixed in with like some worship vibes, and it was such a sweet album. It was a really good album. I've listened to it a lot this year actually, and it was really cool to see that nominated. I think it's gonna win that category, even though Kanye is so weird. Kanye is in this category too with his Jesus is King album that came out last year. For those of you who are not familiar, the deadline of the Grammys is it's not like from January to December. It's like I think the cutoff date is like September or something, September 1st or September 30th. They and Jesus King, I think it came out on my birthday last year actually, October 25th. That was a cool birthday present, but I don't think Kanye's gonna win that award. He might, just because the Grammys know him and stuff. He might win that award, but I'm really hoping Torrin Wells wins, to be honest. I like Jesus is King. I thought it was an interesting direction that Kanye's taking with his career, but it's not as good as Citizen of Heaven. Okay, moving on to country music. I totally realized when I was skimming these nominations that I am really out of touch with modern country, or at least modern mainstream pop country. I didn't know like anything nominated here, and except for The Bones by Maren Morris, which I honestly is like the one country song I've been rocking hard this year. I thought it's like record of the year material myself, but it got nominated for best country song, so that's cool. I hope it wins that. I was really surprised that Kelsea Ballerini was not nominated. She did like this cool double album project this year where she released Kelsea, the album Kelsea, in February or March, right around the time of the Weeknd album actually. And then recently, maybe a month or two ago, she released Ballerini. And Ballerini is like a more stripped down version of the same songs found on Kelsea, and it was a really like refreshing album. Another one of my favorites that came out this year, and that I've listened to a lot. And it was just nowhere to be seen on the awards, and I was really surprised because I thought it was really good. But yeah, like I was saying, mainstream country, that song 10,000 Hours got nominated that they did at the AMAs. I don't know that song, I'm not really. A lot of big name artists and stuff that I recognize that I just don't follow anymore, like Little Big Town, Lady A, Miranda Lambert. Those are all big country names that I know. I've heard songs by them, but I'm just not plugged into the country music genre like that. I'm more into Americana and roots and folksy type stuff, and which is an interesting genre because it's kind of the nature of the genre for no artist in that genre to dominate the genre because it's all like there's just a lot of small acts, and that's kind of like the spirit of that genre is to be a small act. So yeah, I was looking at a lot of the nominations, and I recognized some names like His Golden Messenger, Lucinda Williams, Leonard Cohen, Laura Marling, The Secret Sisters, Gillian Welsh. They were all artists that I saw out there, but I didn't listen to them this year, which I listened to a lot of that kind of music, and I was surprised. I'll Be Gone by Norah Jones. Norah Jones had a great album this year. Hometown by Sarah DeRose. Sarah DeRose is an artist I like. I haven't heard that song though. And Dave Cobb, though. Dave Cobb is nominated for Producer of the Year. And he produces a lot of great albums in that genre. A lot of great genre. Even in country music itself, he does a lot of stuff. And I really hope he gets Producer of the Year. He was the only person in that category I recognized. going down farther, you know, classical and jazz music and global music, I'm like, I don't recognize anything from those categories because I don't listen to any of that stuff. But the score soundtrack category, I recognized a couple. The Joker in 1917, the soundtracks for those, which I think I've listened to both of those. I'm hoping 1917 wins, personally. I love that movie, and I like that soundtrack a lot. The Rise of Skywalker Star Wars soundtrack was on there too, and that's not bad. It's not bad. And that's about it. That's about my reaction to the Grammys. I got one more thing. Artist that I really like, Michael Kiwanuka, was nominated for Best Rock Album. I don't know if it's a genre that I would really label him as. I wouldn't say, oh, check out this rock artist that I like, Michael Kiwanuka, and then refer him to someone. It's just not something I would do, because it's more of like a soul, folksy kind of vibe. But there's some rock vibes to it too, you know, like more of like the old school term of rock, an older definition of rock, you know, like a 60s sound. Not even a 60s sound, but it's just not what you think of when you hear rock, you know, like rock. But it's a fantastic album though. I listen to it a lot. This is Michael Kiwanuka, his self-titled debut. I listened to it a lot this year. I did. And he's nominated in that category, and I really hope he wins. And yeah, that's a closing for me. There were a couple other things on there that I wish that I had taken the time to listen to. I realized that Beck came out with a new album this year that I kept telling myself to listen to. I never did, called Hyperspace. Shit, what was that other album? There was a few other albums. And then, the Best New Artist category. I usually look forward to that one, too. There's usually someone on there I recognize and root for, but I don't listen to any of those albums up there. And Phoebe Bridgers was nominated, and I've been telling myself to listen to her album for, like, the past few months, and I just never get around to listening to it. And, but yeah, that's my reaction video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think that I'm sleeping on. If you think I'm sleeping on any albums or anything that got nominated, let me know. I know some people are probably going to get mad that I don't listen to Beyonce or Megan Thee Stallion or Dua Lipa. I did listen to the Dua Lipa album, by the way. It was okay. Not my thing, really. But I respect it, you know. I respect all those acts, to be quite honest. It's just not my thing. If you got anything that you think should have been nominated, any criticisms of stuff that I like, let me hear it. I'm interested. If you liked this video, please go ahead and like it. And if you would like to continue seeing my content, I encourage you to subscribe. And yeah, definitely comment and let me know what you think about the 2021 Grammys. Alright? See you later, everybody.